Find your voice, be memorable, and share it at scale. The topic today is your presence is your strategy. Here's the top challenges that professional services firms or professional B2B firms or experts in your industry face on a daily basis. Is they don't know what to say online. You have expertise, you have knowledge, but you go blank right before you post. Or you second guess things. Or maybe you're inconsistent. You post something else the next day, 2 weeks later, you just stop. Life happens and there's no consistency. Or maybe you're uncomfortable on video. I'm going to show you today how to show up online in everyone's feed, day in, day out, 365 days of the year with a system. If you don't want to be on video, don't worry, you can write text. If you don't want to do text, you can do imagery, you can do carousels, or you can do voiceovers. My name is Bernard Ablola. I'm the founder of a company called Think Strategy. Most recently, I was the director of marketing at eXp Realty and eXp Commercial, and before that, I was at the Microsoft Corporation. I have my MBA from Seattle University. I'm a father of 2 young boys, and I love chess. And if you're ever in the Orange County area, hit me up. My whole thesis is this: you are one post away. You're one post away from your business opportunities. You're one post away from your next employee or your next employer. Leads, opportunities, sales, deals, if that's what you're looking for. Heck, you're one post away from your significant other. When I moved here to California 7 years ago, a single man, my friends pushed me to a dating app. I posted and my then future wife winked at me. 7 years later, 2 young boys under the age of 4, white picket fence, dog in the backyard, you're one post away. Some of my best friends I met online. I posted a Google ad offering my marketing services. Ralph, who owned a financial services firm, reached out. He needed some help in digital marketing. I went to his office. He had 200, 300 employees. We did business together. We became friends. Our wives became friends. Our children played together. Some of my best friends I met online. You're one post away. You're probably seeing this video because you saw a post. Consistency creates trust. Attraction over chase. What I'm going to share with you today is the system I built day in, day out on people's feeds so people could know, like, and trust you, so the opportunities can come your way. I'm an introvert, and what that means is I'm the person that's at a conference and I'm clutching a cup of coffee in the corner. Not because I don't love people, it's because it's exhausting to shake hands, introduce myself over and over and over again, so I had to build a system. And I call it presence is the strategy. In fact, it's your presence is the strategy. All right, we'll talk about LinkedIn, but you can apply this strategy across all the different channels. We're talking TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Meta. But today we'll talk about LinkedIn because it serves a lot of the professional service firms out there, the B2B companies, coaches, consultants. The average income on LinkedIn today is $75,000. There's 200 million people in the US alone on LinkedIn, much more globally. There's 65 million decision makers. We're talking founders, CEOs, C-level, VPs, and directors. It is the #1 source for B2B leads today. All right, let me show you one post.
Here you go again, you say you want your freedom. Well, who am I to keep you down? It's only right that you should play the way you feel it.
His name is Nathan Apodaca. He goes by the username Dogface208 on TikTok. His story is this: his car broke down to work. He opened up his trunk, he grabbed his longboard, and he started skateboarding to work. He grabbed a swig of his Ocean Spray cranberry juice and started filming himself and uploaded that video to TikTok. And I know some of you said, oh, I saw that video. 97 million other people saw that video too. Ocean Spray reached out. They gave him a large supply of cranberry juice. They bought him a new Nissan truck. He ended up collaborating with Snoop Dogg. He reserved an acting role as Uncle Charlie in Reservation Dogs, a critically acclaimed show on FX. He launched a cannabis brand. He launched a dog treat company. You're one post away. Here's the problem. Most people are accomplished, but they're unknown. Or you don't know what to post, or you're just inconsistent. And randomness is not a strategy. Referrals go only so far, or you just have fear of judgment. And I believe this, because I was the same way, is a lot of us are scared to show the world we are trying. All right, last year alone, we generated $1 million in free advertising. Over 4 to 5 million impressions to the brand, personal brand alone. 250,000 clicks. Now let me do the math. If you wanted to buy television ads, we're talking $20,000 locally a week. If you wanted to buy radio or podcast advertising, we're talking about $3,000 a week locally, if not more nationally. Cost per click advertising, as you know, could be $1 all the way to $8 cost per click on LinkedIn. Very expensive. If you take the average cost per click, $4, and you times that by 250,000 clicks, that's over $1 million in free advertising. Social media is free. It's completely free. You can open up your phone, you could talk to the camera, and you can reach thousands, if not millions of people in a short amount of time frame. Opportunities are there, and here's my one post. Here are the top 10 businesses to start in 2025. So you want to start a business, but don't know where to start? Well, you're in luck. Here are the top 10 best businesses you can start this year. Stick around, number 10 is exciting. Okay, number 1, AI-powered SaaS solutions. Artificial intelligence is here to stay. This post right here, I started posting on TikTok in 2025. This post is gonna get close to 1 million impressions. This post is gonna get 1 million impressions. This one's 250,000. My goal was to post every single day in 2025 because in 2024, we lost a large client. And I said, what do we do? So I scratched my head, I talked to my wife and said, let's turn the camera around on myself and let's do marketing for ourselves. This post alone is getting hundreds of comments a day, and this is across TikTok, and there's a lot more on LinkedIn. Obviously, YouTube is brand new. All right, I created the infinite feed method. The infinite feed method is the ability to create content at scale 365 days a year, rain or shine, night or day. We're talking about text, posts, carousels, videos, and voiceover. And did you know that if you only post one time a week on LinkedIn, you're the top 10% of LinkedIn? If you post 3 times a week, you're the top 5%. And if you post daily, you're the top 1% of LinkedIn. Here's a simple method. You capture ideas, you create, and then you distribute. I like to capture ideas into one place. I use my Apple Notes on my iPhone, and I use voice dictation like Whisper Flow, and throughout the days, I'll capture an idea that I see. And it could be words that I heard, it could be a conversation, it could be music lyrics, it could be a movie line, something that moved me. Because if I capture something that moved me, that made me feel something, it's gonna resonate with people as well and make them feel something. So number 1 step is capture ideas in one place. The second step is to create. And every Wednesday, 2 p.m. Pacific, I block time on my calendar to create. And I first start with text, but you never want to start with a blank page. So what I do is I open up my notepad with all those ideas, and on that Wednesday afternoon, I take an idea and I run with it. And I first take that idea and do text. I'll write a topic, a post around that idea. Then I'll open up my notepad and put it on the screen. I'll comb my hair and maybe put on a shirt, and I'll turn on the camera and I'll read it line for line, word for word. Now that text turned into a video. Then I'll take a screenshot of that video and you lay your text on top of it using Canva, and now you have an image post. If you take several screenshots of that video and lay your text on top of it, now it becomes a carousel. And then finally, I'll take that video, I'll strip out the talking head portion, I'll use a tool called Descript, and then I'll create a voiceover. All right, so now we have text, we have an image post, we have carousels, we have a talking head video, and we have a voiceover. Now we have 5 posts in less than half an hour. Now I'll take those 5 posts and I'll take one and post it to next quarter, the next quarter after that, and the next quarter after that, and the next quarter after that. Now you take those 5 posts and you've turned it into 20 posts. You do this week in and week out, you'll have enough to fill the entire calendar for an entire year. I use a tool called Vista Social, but you can use any social media marketing tool out there as long as it has a scheduling platform. And that goes to our last topic, our last bucket, which is distribute. Distribute through scheduling posts, distribute through reposting and remixing, and that's the infinite feed method. Okay, 3 months into it, I started posting. When I first started posting, I posted every day in 2025 and nothing took off. The 28th post started getting some traction. 3 months later, a law firm reached out to me on LinkedIn and they saw my post and saw my video and said, Bernard, let's talk about your services. Like you're busy, you're going back-to-back calls. I was late for this appointment on Zoom. 6 minutes late, and I looked at their website and I saw that that law firm had 50 employees. So it was a fairly large company, fairly large sized company. I turned on the camera and I was about to apologize, and I see 6 faces staring at me. Senior partner, senior partner, senior partner, founder, senior partner, 6 people in suits and ties. And just as I'm about to apologize, the person on the bottom left said, I've seen your videos. And the person on the top right said, oh, he's everywhere. I'm not, but in the prospect's mind, you are. And that's all that matters. We ended up doing business together. We became friends. We provide services to them. You're 1 post away. Here's some quick stats for those older experts out there. If you're over 50 plus, the lane is yours. There's opportunities for founders and owners of companies to dominate social media. And you see it when you open up your social media. It's a lot of the younger audience that is speaking to you. But your prospect is like you. They want to know, like, and trust someone they want to do business with. The lane is open. All right, and if you're curious of which platforms to post on, here's a quick stat. If your product or service targets the age range of 13 to 17, TikTok and Snapchat. If you're looking to target ages 18 to 24, Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat. If your age range that you're targeting is 25 to 34, TikTok and Facebook. And if you're looking to target middle to high income earners, ages 35 to 54, Facebook, YouTube, Pinterest, and LinkedIn. The fast way to post and build trust is through text. Because if someone read your writings and read your texts, and they know how you think, and they know what your position is, that builds trust quickly. Carousels get the most share. Now on LinkedIn, a carousel, all that is an image with text on top of it turned into a PDF and uploaded under platform. And videos have the deepest connection. It's because when someone watches your video, they see how you move, they see how you talk, they see your mannerisms, they see how you look. A lot of times professional service firms, or if you're a coach or you're selling something to another prospect and the first time you talk to them is actually on a Zoom call, you have to sell. But if someone has already seen your video, the next time that you talk to them, they've already built that trust. And they already know what you're talking about if they followed you. Here's a couple articles. HubSpot, they're over a $2 billion annual recurring revenue company out there. They said, here's a content formats providing the highest ROI. Short form video, images, live stream, and interviews. Time magazine said why AI companies are pivoting to short form video. So as a company and a professional services firm, if you focus on that quadrant, which is short form video, images, live stream, and interviews, you'll do very well. Okay, what if you're just camera shy and you don't want to do video? You could do voiceover. Here's mine. The first thing you picked up this morning was probably your phone. Your prospects did the same. That screen in your hand is the most powerful distribution tool you'll ever have. Free, 24/7, and global. If you don't like shooting video, write. If you're not a writer, talk. If talking's not your thing, post a picture. If that's too much, have someone else do it for you. LinkedIn, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, billions of users. Free attention just sitting there in your pocket. Before this year, I barely posted. Then I read Day Trading Attention by Gary Vee. Since Jan 1, I posted every single day, and it changed everything. But the biggest unlock code, it wasn't discipline, it was building a system. I call it the infinite feed method. I created once, I multiplied 10x. Run a system that produces your content 365 days, high quality posts a year, text, images, carousels, videos, all from a 20-minute session a week, all from home. Why I'm sharing this? Because I know it works. If you build a system, it will work for you too. The hardest part is starting. The smartest part is systematizing. So do you want the shortcut? There is no shortcut. Persistence is a shortcut. The system is a shortcut. And I gave you my system, and now it's yours. And hopefully that you can use it to grow your business. James Clear said this: you don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your system. Okay, just a recap, it's about frequency and consistency. If you post 1 time a week on LinkedIn, you're the top 10%. If you post 3 times a week, you're in the top 5%. And if you post daily, you're in the top 1% of LinkedIn. I want to leave you with this. It's one of my favorite quotes from Maya Angelou. People will forget what you said, but they will never forget how you made them feel. So when you are creating posts out in the world, or you're creating your body of work, make people feel something. I will leave you with this because I really want you to fight for creativity. I want you to fight for creativity like it's a fight for the knife in the mud. Because when you grab that blade and you wipe it off, you cut through all the noise. Your presence is your strategy. Find your voice, be memorable, and share that scale. And I hope to see you online. I hope to see you on my channel, and I'm looking forward to meeting you at a workshop or in person.